Clapperboard, the drum that spoke at midnight, by African Moonlight Tales. Village life and Tejiri's love for drums. In the heart of the African savannah, where the moon glows like silver and the trees whisper ancient secrets, there lived a boy named Tejiri. He belonged to Iganjo, a village where drums were sacred, not merely instruments, but voices of the ancestors. Tejiri loved music more than food, more than play. While other children fetched water or chased goats, he sat by Elder Keto, the master drummer, watching his wrinkled hands conjure stories from the drum skin. Elder Keto often told him, "A drum is not beaten for noise, my son. It speaks if only your heart listens." Tejiri carried these words in his heart day and night. The chief's challenge and night journey begins. One night, during the moon festival, the chief announced, "Whoever awakens the drum of spirits, silent for 100 years, shall receive a blessing greater than gold." The villagers gasped. The sacred drum, hidden deep in the forest, had not been touched since the ancestors' time. Fear kept them away. But Tejiri's heart burned with curiosity. When the moon reached its peak, he quietly slipped from the village into the forest. The night was alive, the trees whispered, the wind hummed, and faint drumming seemed to call him forward. Discovery of the drum of spirits. 10 stone after following the sound through winding paths and shadowed trees, Tejiri entered a clearing bathed in moonlight. There it stood, the drum of spirits, tall, ancient, carved with faces, animals, and flames. It seemed alive, pulsing gently. With trembling hands, he reached out and touched it. Warm. Vibrant. Then, with courage, he struck it once. Dumb. The ground trembled. The wind roared. A deep voice, booming like the earth itself, asked, "Who dares awaken me after 100 years?" Tejiri whispered, "It is I, Tejiri of Iganjo. I seek wisdom." The drum replied, "Wisdom is not given, it is earned." Magical vision and the riddle. Mystical tone, the forest vanished. Tejiri found himself in a realm of glowing rivers, floating spirits, and drums beating in harmony. A magnificent lion spirit appeared, mane blazing with firelight. "You have awakened the ancestors' voice," it said. "But answer their riddle, or remain here forever." The lion's voice roared like thunder. "What speaks without a mouth, listens without ears, and awakens the sleeping hearts of men?" Tejiri surveyed the glowing rivers, the spirits, and the floating drums. Then he smiled and struck the drum again. The drum itself. It speaks through rhythm and stirs the soul. The lion bowed. "You have answered wisely. Go back, and remind your people of the rhythm that binds all life." Light enveloped him. Return and village celebration. Tejiri awoke in the forest clearing. The drum of spirits shimmered gently, and unseen voices hummed in the air. When he returned to Iganjo before sunrise, the villagers heard faint drumming echoing through the forest. Elder Keto wept with joy. "You have brought back the voice of our ancestors," he said. "From today, you are no longer just Tejiri, you are the drum keeper of Iganjo." That night, the village danced until dawn. Every drumbeat told stories of courage, faith, and connection between the living and the spirits. From then on, every full moon, the drum played by itself, a reminder that rhythm is life, and life is rhythm. Final moral and outro. Warm, reflective tone. Years passed, and Tejiri grew old, yet each night he sat beneath the moon, listening. The drum still spoke, not in sound, but in the rhythm of his heartbeat. And he whispered, "The drum lives in all of us. Its voice is the pulse of creation." So, dear listener, remember, wisdom often lies within. All it takes is silence, and the courage to listen. True wisdom lies not in noise, but in understanding the rhythm of life, for even silence can speak when the heart listens. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to African Moonlight Tales for more African folk tales, filled with culture, rhythm, and timeless lessons. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and remember, stories shape who we are.